We were just talking about how it's not raining. We luckily got a dry spot, but not really.
Turned the camera on and it
Yeah, that's why
raining.
I'm sneaking under the tent here.
Yeah, you're smart. Here, I'll do that too.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Christina's Garage at Gearhead in Training. I'm at the Alameda County Fairgrounds for the Goodguys 40th All-American Get-Together. Luckily, I got a little bit of a break in the rain, so we can go check out some cars. As soon as I started walking after the intro, it started torrential downpouring. There's not as many cars out here today, assuming because it's raining. So there are some newer style cars. There are some other classic cars out here as well. This is a 2-day event. I'm only going to be here today. I'm assuming that tomorrow more cars will come out because the weather is not scheduled to rain. I really like patina. It took me a while before I learned that patina, they seal off like the rusted look, that it's naturally done and they just seal it. That way it can, like that's the actual, not paint job, but the actual design that they have on the car. It's so cool. I like the colors and the exposed engine. So much fun. I wonder what it sounds like when it's on. There you go, here's a truck. That's cool. It has the truck bed tips upward. That's really fun. A Dodge. It would be cool to see that like actually in action. It looks like they actually use it. This guy's got the suspension. He was moving it just like 2 seconds. Oh, see? How fun! The Alameda County Fairgrounds has multiple buildings. They're all separated from each other. They have a lot of outdoor stuff. Because of the rain, there aren't as many cars here. They said that, I talked to some people, that this show typically isn't as busy because of the weather discrepancies. They said the August one is the busiest because the weather is always nice. These guys were very smart to be indoors during the rain. It's really cool to see the amount of care that people not only put into their cars, into the display. How in the world did they get it up on these little stacks here? And they put the mirrors underneath so you can see. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Here we go, that's a better angle. That you can see underneath the car. That is so cool. Let's see if I shift this way. Really neat. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that detail. I wonder how long that took to make. This whole row of cars, man, they're so clean, and the display has so much thought into it. I love the colors, textures. Really cool. I just walked by and saw Ricky's truck, and I asked a little bit about, your truck and
Yes.
really wanted to interview you and share your story. Would you mind sharing, like you said, it's a family truck?
Family truck. My godfather bought this truck brand new in 1983. Some people would call this a C10, but it's actually called a K10. During '83, they call them K10s.
Why is that?
I'm not really sure why they changed it to a K, but C10 and K10, they're actually the same truck.
Very interesting. So it's kind of more limited then because of like...
Not really limited. I think just because of the year.
Got it.
More because of the year.
So what drew you to wanting to refurbish it and keep it all?
I'm actually into old cars. I have a couple other old cars. I have a '63 Corvette convertible. It's all redone. I also have a '69 Chevelle, and it's a resto mod. So this truck was just another addition to the family, we could say. And by it being a family heirloom, just made me want to rebuild it more. Made me want to bring it back. It wasn't in really terrible shape. It did have a little rust. It still has the original motor, but it needed a lot of work. You needed a lot of baby work, like the interior needed to be redone, the suspension needed to be redone. So it's just a labor of love.
And do you have any further plans for it? Do you have another project going on with it?
Actually, this is a daily driver. I drive this to work. So this is like my daily driver. My car I drive to work all the time. So it's just a fun car to drive. People ask questions about it. People always ask me, well, is it for sale? And that will be a no.
Hard no.
A hard no. You know, it's just something fun to drive, something to play with. And actually, it still serves a purpose. I still use it as a regular truck, so I put stuff in the back. I'm just careful. I'm careful.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for stopping to talk with me and let me share your story. It's been great. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you stopping. Thank you. Unfortunately, it's raining, so you can't really see.
Yeah, he had it all nice and ready to go, and then it started pouring. So
yeah, it's one of those days. But thank you for stopping anyway.
You're
appreciate
welcome.
You.
I was walking by this big display here and saw all of these people doing pinstriping, and I met Chris. He is doing some pinstriping right now. How long have you been doing this for?
I think when we totaled it up, it's close to like 20 years.
That's awesome.
Because I didn't keep track because I didn't know this was going to be my life.
Do you love it?
I don't get a choice this point. Actually, you know what? Today is one of the days that I do love it. Because this has been a very fun day for me because I'm actually getting to experiment with a lot of brand new brushes. And like this little nugget here, this is a normal pinstriping brush, and then we have this little thing. I don't know, but it's working.
If someone was interested to learn how to start pinstriping, what would you suggest? How do you suggest they get started or look into learning?
So we do these shows twice a year, I think it is, that we're here for these. But most car shows, you will find pinstripers. And the fun thing about pinstripers is we don't know how to shut up. We didn't used to. It used to be a very secretive thing. Like, you had to be part of the club or we wouldn't tell you anything. But hang out with us long enough, and if you don't figure out how to stripe, we will force you to stripe. The other one is there's tons and tons of YouTube channels dedicated to us trying to instruct people. Not mine, other people's. I more or less make fun of everyone.
You said on your YouTube you're reviewing a lot of brushes right now?
Currently, yeah. The brushes that we're testing out right now are all going to have separate review videos. Because when I started this mission, so it's been since December, I had the idea that I didn't know enough about my brushes. And I was just curious what brushes were out there. And I went down a really crazy rabbit hole that apparently no one else knew existed. Like, I know more about the way that a squirrel is taken care of than I ever cared to think about. Incidentally, Kazan squirrels, which is where a lot of our squirrel hair comes from, they're the most spoiled, rotten animals on the face of this earth.
Huh. I didn't know that it was squirrel hair.
They are bathed and brushed and overfed all the time to get the cleanest fur out of them possible.
Wow.
I've never been jealous of an animal before until I read that. I was like, wait, they spend all day at the spa?
Well, thank you so much, Chris, for taking the time.
Oh yeah, for
This
sure.
is really cool.
Well, thanks for putting up with me while I'm trying out an experimental brush.
Hey, I'm enjoying it, so.
Because these are things that I should not be able to normally stripe, but since this thing's so tiny, I just can get in here and just dig into these. Also, this brush makes me feel like a giant.
I'm here with Dave from Oyler Insurance.
Right.
My friend Tim recommended that I come to talk to you guys. You do classic car insurance and so much more.
Exactly right. Oyler Insurance, I've been in the business 39 years. We have a big farmers insurance agency and a brokerage, so we do personal lines, auto and home and life, and we do commercial insurance is mostly what I personally work on. Amy, who you met, is our personal lines manager. And then because I'm a car guy and an insurance guy, we do collector car insurance. So.
And not all insurance does collector car, classic car.
No, a lot of companies try to insure collector cars, but not sure quite how to do it. And we're here today representing Grundy Insurance, who's the inventor of what's called agreed value. And the way I say it to people is agreed value means guaranteed. Agreed is guaranteed. So unlike regular insurance, if you have a claim, they try to haggle with you as to what your value is worth, the car's worth, where an agreed guaranteed value, it's set up front. If we insure your car for $50,000 and your car is stolen or totaled out, there's no argument about how much you're going to be paid. You're going to be paid $50,000.
And Grundy does specifically classic cars too, or they do more?
They do the term. That's good that you said that. The term I use is collector car.
Collector car.
Where they say classic car, people think of old cars only. Where Grundy will do old cars, of course, but they'll do a modern car if it's collectible. So a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, the brand new Corvettes, plus all the classic cars.
And if someone's interested in getting their car insured, or maybe they don't know if their car classifies to or qualifies to be insured, how would you suggest they go about that?
Call us.
Okay.
And let us help place the right home. Like I said, we're a brokerage, so we've got access to hundreds of companies. Grundy is our preferred company for collector cars right now, and so it's probably going to be a good fit for Grundy if they've got a collector car. But if they just call us, then we talk about what they have and we'll personalize the coverage to them. And we're the best of old school and new school. So they could go to oilerinsurance.com, or they could email us, or they could call us, and talk to us.
I'll make sure to put everything in the caption as
Okay.
well, as it's totally raining.
Well, maybe I'll just let you do that. We were just talking about how it's not raining. We luckily got a dry spot,
Yeah,
but not really.
Turn the
Okay.
camera on and it's
Yeah, that's why I'm
raining.
sneaking under the tent here.
Yeah, you're smart. Here, I'll do
Yeah,
that too.
yeah.
Oyler is like an umbrella for several other things as
Yeah,
well.
we have one of the biggest farmers insurance agencies in the nation out of Rancho Cordova, and then we have a brokerage too. And we do a lot of things that doesn't fit with farmers insurance in the brokerage side. And then I personally spend a lot of time either on collector cars because I'm a car guy, or business insurance is mostly business insurance and workers' compensation is how I spend most of my time working on that stuff.
Well, thank you so much, Dave. I'll make sure to put all of your stuff in the caption, so if people are interested to
Well,
talk
thanks
to you guys.
for being interested. I appreciate it.
It's important to make sure if your car gets damaged that you're covered.
Right, yeah,
So,
100%. Okay,
awesome.
thank you.
Thank you. I'm here with Les, Big Daddy Stuart, with Big Daddy's Motor Cars. Yes, I got it. Tim Newey told me to come talk to you, that you work on Mustangs. That's your specialty?
Yep.
I am a little bit more interested too because I'm going to be helping my brother with his Mustang. What got you into Mustangs? Is that like the original car that you really liked?
My very first car that I bought was a Mustang, 69 Grande, straight six, 3 on the floor. The second car was a 69 Mustang, and the third car was a 69 Mustang, all within the span of about 4 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now you're hooked.
Yeah.
Nothing other.
Back then, the Mustang guys were small and few. We were different. We were kind of rogues. Everybody had Chevys and Mopars. We were different. Few in numbers, and we liked that. We liked that. Fast forward 60 years, and Mustangs was a good choice.
Did you start this business?
Yes.
Is it a family business?
No, I started this. I had another path in mind. I've got a high-tech background, 29 years in high-tech. Hewlett-Packard, 3Com, Cisco, Nortel, Extreme Networks, 3Com again. HP buys 3Com, and I'm back where I originally started. Been working on the cars in the background, pretty much as a hobby, and then sometimes it was therapy. But I retired 7 years ago, and then decided to pursue my passion. And I already had the handle of Big Daddy, and so we leveraged that. And my partner and my buddy of 31 years, we formed this business, and it was a good choice.
That's amazing.
I'm having a blast.
I feel like that's like the most important thing, is that you truly love what you do.
Oh my gosh. The stories that people have when especially the ones that bring us their Mustangs, oh man, you can't, it's priceless, and there's a great deal of satisfaction. We're restoring a car for a couple, a cute older couple, and it was his first car. He was the first owner of it.
Wow.
They dated in the car. They got married, took it on their honeymoon. and it's been sitting for a long time. And they're in their early 80s, and they want this car for their, their golden days. And then there's the Mustang that's been passed down from the grandfather to the father to the son. There's just incredible stories, and we're a part of helping that. It's amazing. It's fun.
Very emotional and very,
Ooh.
like you can feel it. Like I don't know how to put it into words. It's a feeling.
Last year, we busted our asses to complete a car for a guy that was in stage 5 cancer. When he signed up with us, he didn't tell us anything about that. And then I'd say it was about 9 months ago, maybe 10 months ago, he let us know, and he asked if we could possibly expedite it, and we did.
That's amazing.
And he, at stage 5, he really wasn't in a condition to drive it. He wanted it. We delivered it up to him in Madeira, and I took him for his first drive in the car.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
I would have been waterworks for sure.
It was something.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like you're making a huge impact, and people, not everybody understands that either. Some don't understand the collector car, classic car, and the meaning behind all of that. And it's really cool to be able to hear you share your story. And if someone is interested in maybe having you work on their car, like do you take on full-on projects? Do you do the full build? Like what?
All the above.
Okay.
So we are known for service, restoration, and complete custom builds. The service is bring us your Mustang. What's the problem? Or maybe they just want an upgrade. Maybe they want air conditioning. Maybe they want a better stereo system. Maybe they want power windows. Yes. A lot of the service work is they want upgrades for safety, handling, and comfort. So we do that. The restorations is like that couple I was talking about. Bring it back to stock so they can be reminded of 50 years ago.
That's amazing.
And then the custom builds, that's where you're building somebody's dream car. They've got an idea. We help them refine that idea. I turn that into actionable tasks and parts, and they wind up with a custom car. Sometimes the last one that left had the guy's name, Charlie Man, embroidered on the back of the seats. Everybody gets to put their own little tiny personal touch into the car.
Where is your shop located? Do people need to be nearby, like if they wanted to do a project with you?
They don't have to be nearby. We have customers across the U.S., Philadelphia, Florida, Michigan, up and down, Arizona, up and down the West Coast. But we've also sent a car out to Moscow before the war. We've sent 3 cars to Canada, 2 cars to Sydney, Australia.
That's amazing.
The shop is located in Morgan Hill.
Okay.
And we have a second location in San Jose, close to the arena. But that is where paint and body work is done.
Okay.
But all the mechanical assembly, everything happens in Morgan Hill.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure to put in the caption how people can get in touch with you guys if they're interested in doing a project with you.
Boy, they can find us every which way, but every which way.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, our website, and of course, BigDaddy'sMotorCars.com. I'm Les at BigDaddy'sMotorCars.com. Vic is here, Vic at BigDaddy'sMotorCars.com. It's easy to find us.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Les. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
And I'm probably going to ask you some questions because I need help with my brother's car.
Sure. I get that quite a bit.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, that's a wrap. Today was an awesome day. I had amazing conversations off camera and hopefully going to have some more trips in store of seeing some behind the scenes at some of these shops that these amazing people are working their tails off, making a difference in their local communities. And I don't know, my heart is so full right now. I'm gonna head to the car, so that I can drink some water. I'm definitely a little bit dehydrated. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you next week.